Astro.
Hello, I am Astro Addy. This is my channel, and today I'm going to make vegan chocolate chip cookies. I'm using the Vegan for Everybody by America's Test Kitchen. They test recipes over and over and over until they get them perfect. This cookbook is amazing. It's so amazing. A few of my favorite recipes. We've got the chickpea noodle soup. It's delicious. Very simple ingredients. This is the picture for it. And the mushroom bolognese is another one of my favorites. This is just, these notes are just me having the recipe. And it looks like this. So today we are making the chocolate chip cookies. The ingredients. And this is the picture. Don't they look delicious? So if you're interested in this recipe in particular, keep watching. All right, so in this bowl I have 2 cups all-purpose flour, or 10 ounces as the book calls for. I weighed mine out because I could. I have a digital scale, but if you don't, just feel free to add 2 cups. And now in this measuring cup, I have 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to add that to here. And then the book calls to whisk. So I'm going to whisk this all together. All right. And then I'm going to set this to the side for a second. I'm going to grab this other bowl. So I'm going to take this bowl. I'm going to add 1 1/3 cup light brown sugar, or 9 1/3 ounces. So I weighed mine out because it's really hard for me to measure brown sugar. So into the bowl. And then you add this melted coconut oil. This is 1/2 cup melted coconut oil. Try and get it all. And 6 tablespoons of water. So I measured it in this cuppy thing. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm using Simply Organic because, well, I just like it, I guess. And then I always add a little extra when they call for vanilla. And the last thing is, this is, the book calls for 1/3 cup of almond butter. I found out I did not have 1/3 cup of almond butter, so I have about half of the 1/3 cup in almond butter, and the other half is in cashew butter. These are my cookies, so this is side by side. And whisk. Okay, I was scared about this for a second, but this actually came out not that bad looking. Now, we're going to fold in the flour little by little. Well, actually, I don't think so. I'm going to stir the flour into the wet. until it just comes together. And that is the cookie part. I know all the flours are mixed in, but I'm about to add the chocolate chips, and since I'm gonna do that anyway, I'm just gonna, I have to stir it again anyway. So the recipe calls for 1 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. I'm not super into chocolate chips like that, so I think I might add maybe half, see how I feel, and then maybe add a little bit more on top. But do whatever you feel like. If you like a lot of chocolate chips, add more chocolate chips. I opted for these smaller chocolate chips, little teeny ones. And so I'm going to do that. I think that's about half. It says to fold into the batter. So that is our finished dough. The recipe calls to rest at room temperature for 1 to 4 hours. I probably won't let it get to 4 hours. I'm too impatient. So I'm gonna cover it with plastic wrap, and I'm gonna let it chill out here. All right, see you in a little bit. And then we're going to make some cookies. Yay!
A little later.
All right, so my dough is rested. I gave it about, I don't know, maybe probably been about 2.5 hours. I went and did a bunch of things. So this recipe says it makes 16 cookies. Let's see. I'm gonna give it one. Oh, I see. I'm gonna give it one little mix through, just to make sure that everything is evenly incorporated. And to portion. Let's do this. So what I like to do, if I need to portion things into like even things, I'll split it like that, and then I know I can get a certain amount out of one thing. So I underestimated how many cookies I would get and how big they would be. So I need to run and get another pan. I will be right back. And I'm back. So I just decided while I went and grabbed the other cookie sheet that I'm going to have these 12 be like regular size cookies. And I think I'm going to make all the rest of them very, very small, like little mini cookies, and see. And just, sometimes you just got to play around with things. cookies all, you know, put on the trays and whatnot, I'm going to pop these into a preheated 350-degree oven for about, I think, 10 to 12 minutes. I'll probably take these ones out a little bit earlier since they're so small, but I'll just basically keep an eye on them. And I'll see you when they're done. Right, so these are the finished products. I left these ones in a little bit longer because they were bigger, and so they're a little bit more golden. But oh my gosh, these things are perfect. Let me just grab one and just show you. So this is the cookie. Hold up well. The brown, the bottom is very nicely brown. It's a good texture, and then here's the money shot. I've already eaten one. They're delicious. And now I might have to eat another one. So they came out great. This recipe is perfect. All right, so that's the video. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do all those good things that happen down there. I will see you guys next time.